History of Number Theory in Indian Subcontinent. Welcome back to VMMARR, where we explore the fascinating world of Indian science and history. Today this video on the fascinating history of number theory and the decimal place value system in India, from ancient times to the present day. Number theory is a branch of mathematics that deals with the properties and relationships of numbers. Number theory is one of the oldest branches of mathematics, with evidence of an understanding of numbers existing in ancient Mesopotamia, Egypt, China, and India. It has a long and rich history in India, dating back to the Vedic period, which began around 1500 BCE. In India, the earliest known work on number theory is the Sulba Sutras, which are part of the Vedas. The Sulba Sutras are a collection of texts that deal with geometry and mathematics and were written between 800 BCE and 500 BCE. They contain rules for constructing altars for Vedic sacrifices, which required knowledge of geometry and arithmetic. During the Vedic period, Indian mathematicians developed a system of numbers based on 10 digits, which is still used today. The Bhaskara manuscript, which dates back to the 3rd or 4th century CE, is another important work on number theory in India. It contains rules for arithmetic operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. The manuscript also contains solutions to linear and quadratic equations. Indian mathematicians made significant contributions to number theory. They also discovered many important mathematical concepts, including the concept of zero, which was a revolutionary idea at the time. Aryabhata was one of the first mathematicians to use algebraic methods to solve problems in astronomy and mathematics. He also introduced the concept of zero to the world. In the 5th century CE, the Indian mathematician Aryabhata wrote a book called Aryabhata, which presented many important ideas in number theory. One of his most important contributions was the concept of place value notation, which made it easier to perform complex arithmetic calculations. In the 7th century CE, the Indian mathematician Brahmagupta, 598 to 668 CE, wrote a book called Brahmagupta, which contained many important ideas in number theory. He was the first to describe the properties of negative numbers and zero, and he also introduced the concept of quadratic equations and indeterminate equations. In the 12th century CE, the Indian mathematician Bhaskara wrote a book called Lilavati, which contained many important ideas in number theory. He was the first to describe the properties of indeterminate equations, which are equations with more than one variable. During the medieval period, Indian mathematicians continued to make significant contributions to number theory. One of the most important was Madhava of Sangamgarma, who lived in the 14th century CE. He was the first to discover the concept of infinite series, which is a fundamental idea in calculus. In the modern era, Indian mathematicians have continued to make significant contributions to number theory. One of the most important was Srinivasa Ramanujan, who lived in the early 20th century. He made many important discoveries in number theory, including the partition functions, the distribution of prime numbers, and continued fractions has had a lasting impact on the field. The decimal place value system. The decimal place value system of numeration is considered to have originated from the Indian subcontinent. The Indians were the first to use a decimal base 10, with a place value system. The key contribution of the Indians was not in the development of 9 recognizable symbols to represent the numbers 1 to 9, but the invention of the placeholder 0. The use of a decimal base originates from the most basic human instinct of counting on one's fingers. There is wide-ranging debate as to when the decimal place value system was developed, but there is significant evidence that an early system was in use by the inhabitants of the Indus Valley by 3000 BC. Excavations at both Harappa and Mohenjo-daro have supported this theory. Today, number theory has many applications in cryptography, coding theory, and computer science. In conclusion, the history of number theory in India is a rich and fascinating story, full of important discoveries and innovative ideas that have shaped the course of mathematics and science. That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more intriguing content. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the wonders of knowledge.